Hello and welcome to A Wheel Thing TV. I'm Dave Knoll. In this week's episode we are checking out the 2016 Toyota Hilux. In this case it's the cab chassis with the aluminium tray as the addition. Oh, and it's a diesel, of course. 2016 Toyota Hilux range. This is the four-wheel drive cab chassis, and this has actually been kitted out with a couple of extras from Toyota's parts bin. As you can see, we've got a nice big thick rhubarb, bull bar, whatever you want to call it, on the front. We've got the snorkel intake and the addition of the tray on the back as well. It's quite a muscular, quite a big car. Certainly a very, very distinctive shape to it now, and certainly with the redesign at the front of the car and on the inside, it really does stand out. It makes it just a little bit more, I guess you could say in one respect, a little bit more masculine looking than what the previous models have done. They were a little bit sort of softish in a couple of respects. It's Toyota's 2.8 litre diesel engine, 130 kilowatts at around 3600 RPM. More importantly, it's an absolute load lugger, 420 newton meters of torque at a very low 14 to 1500 RPM with a 6-speed manual gearbox in this particular vehicle. It's a clean, simple, efficient design for the car. As I said, it's been fitted up with a couple of extras, so we've even got some accessories for the trailer setup. The interior seems to be a little bit more along the lines of what Toyota is offering in their Corollas, so maybe a bit of a family lineage. A little design error here, in my opinion, is the way that the screen has been integrated. And I use the word loosely, integrated into the way that the dash is designed. It just sort of seems to be almost an add-on, an addition. It doesn't really seem to fit in with the way that the dash has been laid out. In regards to the dials and the binnacle for the driver, as basic as you're going to get: revs, how hot, speed, how much fuel, and of course all your normal little bits and pieces in regards to what we see on an engine startup, and of course just a little sign to say that you're in a Hilux as well. You'll notice there it's got eco mode lit up. It's a driving mode situation that you'll find just down here. When it goes to power mode, it's almost like the turbo has a turbo strapped on top of it, because it really does give a real boost to the way that the car goes. Very basic in regards to the air conditioning. Dials here, the old style lever for fresh and recirculating, and of course it is a proper four-wheel drive. We've got a diff lock system in there as well, and it certainly does the job. When it comes to four-wheel driving, you've got your on the fly, so we're in high range two-wheel drive, high range four-wheel drive, I beg your pardon, and of course if we want to go for some real mud mauling, we go for our low range four-wheel drive there as well. Very, very simple and efficient, as you'd expect from Toyota. In this case, the car's been smartly fitted out with rubber mats. As you can see, a little bit of usage already, and it really does make a lot of difference to the carpet underneath. Keeps it all nice and clean and fresh. A lot easier for the detailers when the cars go back to the HQ. And in the back, as I said, it's an addition of a Toyota tray. Very simple, just a couple of levers on either side for your side and for the rear as well. And the tow bar, as we mentioned as well. In regards to some of the controls, it does have auto headlights, which is a fantastic feature. Very basic when it comes to the wipers, however, there's no sort of major change in regards to intermittent, and as you can see, very, very simple in how it all works. Steering wheel, controls for audio, station up and down, Bluetooth of course for that sort of thing, cruise control base just down there, and on the higher range models you'll have some more information, and they're probably a little bit more involved for what's on screen by pressing the display button. And as you can see, it goes through a little bit of info to play with. This is a new touchscreen style that Toyota do have. It really does look nice with the blue backlighting that it has. Very simple in regards to how it all works. As you can see, it does have radio data service. In this case, we'll listen to Triple M, a little bit of Metallica going on. Home in this case takes you through to this, and there is no navigation built into this particular unit, which is a bit curious. When it comes to the apps, as you can see, again, very, very simple to use, and also does work in regards to plugging the car in to a USB port. Well, maybe not in this particular vehicle, but that is how it works in other Toyota cars. The eco mode on there takes it through. It gives you an idea of just how efficiently or inefficiently you've been driving the vehicle. and even a little bit of history in regards to what it's been like in the past. In regards to the audio side of things, pretty simple to use in regards to the tuning, volume, all that. Again, all based up here on the steering wheel. But back to home, and it just simply tells you that you can connect a phone if you haven't already done so, what station you're on, and up the top with some of your settings in there, so we'll give you some other bits and pieces to play around with. As you'd expect from Toyota, it's a very competent vehicle. It does what it's designed to do, does it with a minimum of fuss, a minimum of frills, and that's what some people like in a car like this. It is designed to get off-road, it is designed to get dirty, and it's designed to carry a lot of stuff around at the same time, as you can see here with the tray just behind me. The fact that it's got such a grunty engine makes it a lot of fun to drive out on the road, especially when you're in power mode. Yes, it will chirp those rear tyres very, very easily. It's a lot of fun, it's a lot of car, and certainly another great example of why Toyota makes some of the best four-wheel drive cars in the world. For details, warranty and pricing, check out toyota.com.au, or of course pop in and see your local Toyota dealer. For A Wheel Thing TV, I'm Dave Canole.